Okay, everybody, we're going to get ready with the stream now, and I'm going to be logging into the Lord of the Rings online. We'll be playing. I'll fix the tags for this live stream later. I do want to make one edit on YouTube and make sure that it does show the proper game in case people are searching for it and want to see it live, that it indicates the correct game. Sometimes I forget that. I wish by default it would keep that in there, but for some reason it always removes my last. Um, so let's get this started, guys. Okay, so we're gonna just go over some basics of the Lord of the Ring again for those that are new to it. But what I'm gonna do is show today the dailies in Rivendell. So many options for that. Okay, so let me save that for the stream, and here we go. So if you're new to Lord of the Rings, I will do a little recap, and I don't have the music going on in the background here, so you can hear me clearly while I'm discussing it. I have that turned off in options. If you want to hear it, I'll put it up a little bit. Okay, so Lord of the Rings Online is a free-to-play online multiplayer game, MMO. You can play for free initially. You can only have a few characters when you're a free-to-play character versus a VIP. A VIP gives you access to 12 character slots, and I don't have them all, but I have a lot because there's a little trick to that. And the little trick to that is I use that to get my daily crafting materials through our kinship. And we have a very nice kinship. It's ran by Dom. You will see him as Steel Phoenix, and then we have the other girl that helps run it, and a couple people like Greg and everything that helps run it. You can message them when they're online, or message me if I'm on any of these characters. Right now I'm leveling Wise Man, but if I'm helping people, I might be on Linchular. But often I'm on Wise Men right now, so that'll be a good one to message me in game, and I'll let you know who is on. We do have rules when it's in regards to the kinship, to be nice. You can be jokingly and teasing, but be nice to everyone. They spent a long time getting this group together and working hard on it. And they have good advice to help characters grow and mature in the game. The community generally in Lord of the Rings Online is a lot nicer than, say, World of Warcraft or many others. Still nicer comparable to like Final Fantasy because they have strict rules in regards to the community. Um, when you start out, you could create a new character and pick one of your races. Some of the races, such as Stout Axe, which is a type of dwarf, River Hobbit will be locked out to you. Okay? Now, or for race ones. So, those are from expansions. You can also use your LOTRO cards you earn in game, or if you purchase them, and then you can purchase them quicker. Purchase the unlocks for those character types. What I'm recommending to a new player who is starting out is to go with the class that can output good damage and survivability. when you're learning the mechanics and the control of the characters and such. So some things I recommend for that is, say, human or dwarf, and go with something like a champion. They wear heavier armor, dual wield swords, they can output quite a bit of damage, good as a beginner. Guardian can be as long as you're using a two-hand axe in the right line tree. I'll explain the line tree in a bit. Another one, um, regular elf, hunter is another excellent starter. Of course, those little extra starting steps may not be all that great um, uh, later on. It's not as important later on. Hunter is a range high DPS. If you go with the, I believe it's the yellow line I use on that, you're more mobile, so you can shoot and fire as you move, versus the red line stopping and having to aim. So that's a good choice. I will actually, right off the bat, also say like a elf or high elf. I gotta make sure something here. Why is that so tiny on some? Yeah, it's not displaying right. A rune, not a rune keeper, a lore master. To me, it says its class difficulty is advanced. I don't feel it is. I really don't. When I play through these different ones to get a feel of them, I feel lore master is quite up there with easy if you're blue lining. Now, what a lore master is they're master of the element, magic, and casting, and weakening. Like you can boost yourself with certain, things, and even heal yourself and your pet. Go blue line, you can keep your pet out like your bear to tank for you, and it actually makes it very easy. I'm able to basically burn through everything. So yes, it can be advanced with the support stuff and later on, but it's really not that difficult. I'm used to games like Final Fantasy other some other games where you really have to know your mitigations and know how to line up and boost each damage, and it's a lot more dependent on that. Like I have to use this, build it up 3 times, activates this, build it up twice, and now I can blast. It's really not so much that way with Lore Master. I had more of that needed with Rune Keeper. I would say Rune Keeper would be actually harder to learn over Lore Master. But if you want to be a mage slash beastmaster, Lore Master is definitely the way to go. Other one's gonna be fun. Burglar is one I will say is a true advanced build. You're not going to do a lot of damage when you're soloing up first. Is it rewarding? Oh, it's fun as fun can be. And if you have a hobbit that is a burglar, oh, it's just a joy of the game to me. But it's rough. It's tough. Bjorning, very tanky, good damage, has good support later on, and you could turn into a bear and maul through things. So starting out, it depends. If you want to be a mage type, I will actually recommend Lore Keeper or Lore Master. Why am I saying Lore? I'm mixing them up. Lore Master over anything else. If you want to be a range type, I would say go Hunter. Hunter would be great for that. If you want to be a little more tanky or stronger and have swords, I would say start with Champion. If you want to be a straight up tank, I would say go Guardian. Or go Warden. Wardens I find so fun, but it's advanced, but it's fun. I mean, you can also call a Minstrel for helping with your abilities. But I would hold off on that if you're new. Do that later. Okay, so let us go out of the exit creation. Actually gonna post to my PlayStation group because they don't get to see this game that often. Some of them do play on PC. So I'm going to post over to them that I'm streaming, so they also know that I'm not going to be on the PlayStation today. Oh, I forgot I can't post that so easily. Um, Off my phone. But I will post it over so they can have an idea, because I don't get to talk with them much. Alrighty, we'll get rolling with this one. Now, this is gonna be archived in my archives. So I'm gonna go back onto Weizman. He's the one I'm currently leveling on. I'm also gonna post on my Facebook page that I'm live stream. Alright, so where am I now? I'm actually in Rivendell, and it will take you a while if you're new to the game to get to Rivendell. So if you're new to the game, you're not going to be here until you're a bit through the main story chapters. And I'm working on the main chapter here. I'm also in a area that centers around this. So the books you pick up starting in Bree. You have some epilogues or prelogues to it if you want to do those ahead of time. So what I'm going to do is click over here. Now, if you want to get into the kinship view, like I said, we're on the Paragon server, Paragon Roleplay. The kinship is called Friends in Arms. And you want to look for Steel Phoenix, Dandela, Dorina, one of these people that would be online. Some of them are their alts, some are their mains, but they can actually invite you into the group. Okay? So if, as long as one of those people are online, now I don't have the stuff because I'm so busy as it is, but I'll live stream for them. Check if they're on. We can get you right into the kinship. This, make sure you understand this is a friendly group, helpful group. We do band things together. We're doing a lot of things together. So it'll be a good way for you to get on the game, get in a good kinship, get some help, recommendations, and things to get you going if you're new. If you're already established, that's even good too. We'll be doing Pell runs and different dungeon runs and stuff. Um, and things that are even inclusive of, people that are at least level 20 that can jump in those and level with it, and also learn the mechanics and build up for those battles while you're doing your story secondarily. Here we are in Rivendell, and what am I gonna do? I'm trying to get myself to 50 to get some things updated. What I did is I already jumped ahead and got my legendary weapon, by jumping ahead to the Moria stuff, even though I went back to book 7 and Moria is volume 2. This is volume 1 I'm bumping back to. I went ahead and got that, as well as the Legendary Lore Master book, where I can start putting the stats onto it and upping those stats. I need a where to craft. I'm gonna come to Caliber here, and starting at level 20, you're able to do him. When you do these runs, you get these token of further adventures, okay? And you can use those for many things. You can use them for your rings and your pocket item. So I'm level 50. I probably have the lower one on, right? Yeah, I have the 15 wheel. The next level is 19 and such. When they go up in level, it goes all the way up to 140, believe it or not. So of course you would have plus 924 wheel using a level 141. Okay? Good way to get that little item. I find as far as for the rings, these rings are superior to the ones you get in skirmish. When you get higher, of course, you have a basic essence slot. You can create a basic essence with driller, put that on there like a additional wheel, and that will help boost you even more. Of course, I'm much lower level on this character, so it won't be quite boosted. If you're gonna pop when you're doing this, and inside where you start with Elrond, and then do the two Elro here, continue your adventure one with the two elf brothers. What I recommend is first you go through and complete all the quests, but don't turn them in. Do it for the Bilbo Baggins one here and for those elf ones. And then what you do is, when you're ready, you pop that scroll, turn in each of these major quests, then go over to the other guy, turn on the major quests, and you will get all that bonus EXP out of it that way to level. Okay? So, what do you do after that case? Go continue your regular quests with the remaining time you're going to have to scroll. It'll take you 15 minutes to turn them all in. Probably not even that. Then you'll have 45 minutes left to do more EXPing. Or go do some skirmishes and such and use up that EXP scroll. I probably don't have a lot of points left in this account, but let me show you the scroll that will massively boost you. Don't get the wrong type scroll. So the scroll that will, they don't sort right when you do it, but it's a 200% EXP boost for 1 hour. It's 225. This one's really going to give you huge jumps when you're turning those quests in and killing enemies. Now, sometimes what I'll do is I'll buy one, so I'm going to buy one right now. Sometimes it's weird when it buys. And right now they're also on sale, so it's a good time to get them. Use my LOTRO coins, and you do earn coins in game 2. I already have the EXP boost going on, by the way, from my daily log. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and get all of these accepted. So I can go one to another really quickly, at least up to the ones I can accept before it gives you the additional turn-ins. And I'm going to, since this daily scales to your level, it's not hard, and it's going to always give you good EXP, okay? So I'm ready to go with this. Starting with one, I'm going to travel.
I probably worry for nothing. When we find Bilbo, we will laugh long and well, but not before.
Okay, so I don't have the music very loud on this. This way you can hear better on the stream. So this part, he's going to talk to Elrond. We're gonna confirm with him. Then we're gonna go talk to Arwen. We're gonna talk to Glorfindel, and we're gonna talk to the other elf up there, or whatever. When you're in an instance, it's gonna switch to the tactics of the instance instead of your whole list of stuff. So these were repeatable every 18 hours, I believe. And you can use these for extra EXP all the way to 140. So yesterday I was level 40, at the end of 44, or I was 45, and just at the beginning of 45, I did this and I got to 48, beginning of 48. I did some, or end of 47. So it did give me quite a boost up. They're not that stressful, they're so repetitive. You can do them very quickly. Alright, so we're going to continue up the hill now. Up here to Arwen. Continue the quest. I'm not going to go through all the reading of the dialogue and stuff. That would really slow my progression down today. But you can read that when you play. I don't want to totally... And you can also see it right here. It has that dialogue there for you to read. I'll leave the chat up for that reason. Now, turn the music up a little bit, because a lot of people haven't heard the music from the game versus movies. When you click finish, do not leave. Don't click him again and leave, or click him and leave. Always get your mission reward quests on these. These are those tokens. That's some of them. So you get 5 there and 2 more for him when you complete. So travel. Now I could go up to him and hit complete, finish now, and get my EXP and such. Like I said, I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna wait until I have all of these done.
Look for Canadal
and then I am going to turn in all those quests
Perhaps they
to
have
get
seen something of our
200%
hobbit.
bonus on all the XP on the turn-in. But what I'll probably do is pop that scroll when I'm doing the twins one. So I get bonus EXP from all the kills on the twins one, and then turn them all in. But I'm not going to do it here because it will take me an hour to probably run both sets. Because there is a period of time where the NPCs just yap a lot. I do not have my animal out. I don't need my tank, so I'm going to bring out my Snaggletooth. That's my tiger. He does good damage. Don't die. So I can summon these different animals while I'm doing major things. These are AoEs, the earth base, and the wind. In the skill tree they convert to AoE. The skill tree being this, where you put the... Oh, I got a point. Where do I want to put it? Learn call vast flock of crows. No, that I don't need. I'm gonna put it. Go ahead and put it into there. I can't apply it because I'm getting attacked. Okay, let's go back to that. There we go. I am going to end up putting more into the subset tree once I get these cleared out, and that will be for damage. But this is blue line is for your animals, meaning it can be always out. Whenever you apply a point into skill tree, though, you're gonna have to no, not him. Reapply. So whenever we gotta go west, you gotta resummon your pet because it resets your tree or your skills. As you can see, you can actually still gather out here, even though it's a instant version of this land. This land is open to explore all the way out there when you're not in the instance. When you're in the instance, it'll put up a barrier where you can't go beyond the area, so you know you're not straying too far. Weapon with my stick, or let my tiger do it, or saber tooth. Elf, you're slow, elf. Slow casting today. Why? Now, as a people are worried about being squishy. Yeah, I have lower like health than like another job that would have much more defense and health. Don't worry about that with Lord Master. You can always use your bear as the tank. I've learned some tricks with it. I go into areas that are much higher than me. Pull out my bear, boost him up on his defense here. I throw a regenerative cure on him. I'll have him just round up and attack all these different enemies. Go in and like, so there was one where I had to burn down a catapult and all these trolls and giants and stuff, and they were like higher than me. At the time I was like 47, they were like 50 or 49. And they were heavily armed, and tons of them. So I just had them grab all 10 of them around the fire thing, and go in and grab the torch while the tank bear is handling it. As long as I kept that regen on him, he would still pop up. I had his food on him, and I went in and just got the torch, burned down the thing, you know. Another part, I had to get an egg and take it back there. Did that, got him all on him, and you know, that's the ways you do it without really even have to mess with those enemies whatsoever. Use your animals to your advantage. I mean, I've had red and purple, red ones come after me, start hitting me, set my tank on, just get away. My saber tooth surprisingly killed one on his own. Took a while, but I forgot I had him out. Now I will run away once I get to a certain distance, like down to that tree, away from the enemy. I'll desummon the animal real quick, and as I'm running, I'll just stop real quick, pop him out, and just keep going. So if an enemy attacks me and it's ready to defend me with this option, it will grab it off me. Okay, mission is complete. Like I said, get your chest. So I've a couple times forgotten to do that. Then I'm like, don't turn it in. You could turn it in, but I'm going to save all of these. We should have 1 and 2 done, yes. We're now on 3.
Auriphile may have seen our missing hobbit. The trick may be getting him to tell us.
Just gonna have the giant go ahead and do his thing. I'm gonna run ahead, get my tiger on some of the enemies. see giant ones in front of me. Another thing, when you reach, I think, what's it, level 40, you can use, not use, but equip a sword. The sword is only going to give you the stats. You don't actually hit with the sword. But I get increased damage to creatures in nature and stuff, so it actually does help. And it's active when you pull out the sword. Not the okay. So when you, I'll show you. When you look at the sword, the green effect stuff is always active, and I'll show you once I'm hiding. In case you don't know, on Lore Master, you can move and shoot. So I can actually lightning, frost, and ice, and all this. I can move around to use these. I cannot move around to use burning embers. You have to be standing still to do that. Standing still to do that. That one you can actually hit and then move and shoot. You got to stand still for the AoE ones. Yellow Line Ranger is great because you can move and shoot. Okay, why? So, what was I going to show people? Oh, yeah, sword. Wow, this cutscene's on. So, on the swords, when you have one equipped, you get those green stats all the time. But the one above, it says wield, your parry chance is slightly increased. You have to be wielding it. Also, that purple stat, damage to creatures of nature, of course, your weapon has to be out for that effect. Okay? The regular parry chance, agility, vitality, and max morale, that stuff is constant because it's, on you. But you have to be wielding it for certain abilities. Say you have to wield it to get the bonus. So once I'm out and my weapon is out in my hand and my staff while I'm casting, which is automatic, yeah, then that other stuff will kick in. So what you could do is you can monitor that by opening your character thing and showing all the stats, and you can see once it pops out, boom, that certain things will activate or pop out. Your parry might it's show me some parry now because it's a base stat, but for a temporary time, it will jump up a little bit. It goes from 81 to like 92. I don't smell Rockrum. No, I don't smell trolls. No, I don't smell. I smell this little thing in here. That'd be me. How dare you say I smell? This tiny pest. Who are you calling tiny and pest? No. No, sir. I'm gonna slap you in your man things. Okay. Let's continue. You're going to have to fight him as soon as you click him. I can't use this for a boost as long as I'm in the square. Oh, well, that didn't last long. I didn't even need to use that. That should be about it. He'll do the final talk here. Once you hit finish is when you click your chest. Sometimes your pet will be in your way. You gotta be facing the object to activate it. And let's just travel now. I'm not turning it in. I am going to save it for the scroll. And then we just roll through. You can see other people are here doing the same thing I'm doing. I think we're on... I don't want to skip ahead by mistake because you can. Okay. So we're on 4.
I understand that Bilbo once adventured with the dwarf Glowin, who now camps north of Imladris.
The
Has he seen
ones are a
Bilbo
little
lately?
bit shorter than the elf set. Go ahead and click him. You're going to stand right here. I'm going to go ahead and pre-queue up /look. Because I'm going to look when he tells me to. So there are some emotes you got to use during the game. Old man is coming up. He's buffed himself and slowly regenerated because he's an old man. Glowing is one of the main elves in the story, if you recall from movies and books. Books are not the same as movie. This is more closely. Now you can, instead of type it slash look, actually just hit the icon in the quest. It kind of will pre-do it for you. Books are different than the movies. The movies do things differently, just like the series does things. I like both the series and the books and the movies in their own. Certain things were changed in movies because it works better for the screen. Same with the series, works better for the screen. Now that they have access to some of the materials outside of the appendices, or Amazon does finally, but it didn't happen until late last year. Now they can put that into the series the way they wanted to originally. So yes, they can use all of the wizards and show them. They couldn't do that in the movie because they didn't actually have access to that material for the movies. Okay, we're gonna do some battle. A lot of people argue over movies, shows, and books. I tell people always read the books. Always. And then you can compare to the different envisioned approaches to it based on the books. There are rarely ever times books and movies align perfectly. Closer than I can AoE. Oh, that was a waste. I'm gonna boost this up and quickly hit that thing with fire. Those little things are annoying. We should be at the end of this already. I'm goofy on my Hobbit. I don't. I'm like a dwarf. Finish now. Get your chest. Rinse and repeat. So our main focus on this stream, I don't know if I changed the title, is once again doing the repeat on your dailies. I think we're done with 4, correct? So we should be on 5? Yes.
Bilbo may have left tracks behind as he journeyed north, unless the recent snows have buried them.
This part of the quest is quite easy too. You're going to click the snow track to get the direction. Take out these trolls first. Oh, I'm not collecting on. I gotta use the tab. A lot of people don't use the staff ability, the staff strike. It hits hard, so you want to use that staff strike. When you're using, don't click around if you're got, if you have, like targets here. So way to target, tab key targets enemies. If you want to target quests or mining areas, hit your delete key. See how it will flip to the nearest one? Okay? Tab isn't going to do that. And there's a way to also, I'm going to remap mine so it's my delete, insert in the other key, and it will go enemy, friendly, meaning party member or fellowship member, and then the one for quest track. Above that will be cycle throughs for those. And it makes it much easier on targeting. Why am I blocked by something? Did I not? Oh, that's why. Duh. So you have to click the tracks to progress. Because it points you to the direction. I'm like, why is there a wall there? We're gonna hit these guys here. One thing I'll do is I'll back up. When you cast this ring to increase your damage, do it back up and then place it ahead. So once I hit here, I can use that to my advantage. Okay, that guy ran forward and the other didn't, so I missed the strike. Why are you just, you don't have to keep casting. I'm not going to lose my energy on this, so I don't have to worry about that so much. If I did, I could just drain it like that. Should be another track up by those guys there. Did a guy get away? Oh. Track there. No, it's not targeting it, it's targeting wood. What the hell? I am really sucking today. I missed a track somewhere. But if I missed the track, it shouldn't have let me progress at all. So what the heck is going on? It feels to me it's a little bug today. I don't think I clicked that track. No, I have to hit that track. Because I don't see the guy there. No. Where did I miss one of the tracks? Wow, okay. Something's not right here. That track isn't activating right here. So did I miss one back here when I was battling the other guys? And I probably did when I pulled them down the hill. But it would be after this camp. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, so I fought them, but I didn't walk into this camp. You actually have to walk into that camp. That's what triggered. Okay. It didn't progress because I didn't walk into the camp. Then I'll be able to hit the track there. The guy will pop there and we finish. I'll do a quick thing on my stream announcement here. I'm gonna add a couple more things here. Okay. We'll just alter that a little bit on my stream information and go back to the game. Like I said, everyone's welcome to come back and watch the videos, decide if they like the game, if they're new to it. So this is going to be a mid area. Once you get to Rivendell, and all you do is follow the main story, starting in Bree. So when you start out, you start on areas like, you know, in the Blue Mountains if you're dwarf and elf, and then the elves end up down in the elfy area south of that mountain there, but on the same map. Hobbit's going to start in the Shire, humans start in Chet, which is outside of Bree, but you're going to all end up in Bree, where you start the main Volume 1 stories, as well as doing all the quests out there. There's so many of them. Oh, he died. Poor little Orcus, or goblin. He's goblin. Smaller orcs or goblins. So, a lot of this follows the books more closely than the movies that change things. But there are a lot of things created for the game because
Fight
there's
your way into
certain things
Pinath
just not
Fenry and
written
clear
by
it of
tokens,
goblins.
so you have to
Only
create.
then will it be
But a
safe
lot of
to
the
confront
regions,
the goblin
territories,
leader
and
about
stuff
our missing
are all
hobbit.
straight, and the map design is straight from the books. People who play the game, they're like expecting to be like the movie. No, you expect it to be more like the books. One thing I recommend to people playing is enjoy the story, enjoy the adventure. Don't rush to level. That will ruin the game. Not ruin it, there's still so much, but it takes the enjoyment of what this game is going to be. And it's living in Middle Earth and the joy of doing adventures alongside the fellowship's route. No, I'm not gonna pussyfoot around this. I'm gonna just round these guys all up. Now, as you can see, a lore master is a potent mage. You might feel you're squishy, but you're not as squishy as you want as long as you're paying attention. Now, these are you know, equal level mobs, so you can easily round them all up to like 10, 12, 13. He can hit pretty hard, so I'll just let him finish the job. Now if I need to heal quite a bit, this restores 50% of your morale. Morale is your HP. It will pop it up that much. Now if you have some into another effect and boost off your gear, it will, I've gone from the quarter mark to full. Easily. And pay attention when you're getting that low, go ahead and hit this and pop it up. This one is used for inner flame, so it you have to have the companion out to do it, and it heals all your morale, or pretty much almost close to, not all of it, but quite a big amount of it, depending how much you have in your will and other stats. So use your healing abilities. This one's used for the pet. You can click your pet, use that. You'll transfer a little bit from yourself to the pet. He'll get more back than you'll have taken away. You only get a little teeny bit. taken away. Now, when you're low level, you might get this much, and then you just pop a regen on yourself. Now, this is why I tell you don't use your scrolls really until after, really, or if you're on the second set. You're a cursed being of Morgoth, you must die. What did I learn? Nothing, I killed him. But I know what to do. Now I'm going to show you on this part, the next coming up parts, where the key exactly is. The key never changes. The key to Goblin Town. Okay? So the key never changes location. It's always the same rock. If you don't get the right one, they spawn mobs you gotta fight, but we're gonna show you this after. Okay, we're on, we did 6, so we're now on 7.
We will need a distraction if you are to rescue Bilbo from Goblin Town. I will provide it.
Cool. Down, down, down in Goblin Town. So on this part, very simple. Run over here to the tent, stand in it. It doesn't matter if you're like, as long as you're inside the frame of this tent, it will trigger. So what happens? It will trigger him hiding. Always he'll say you need to hide. Okay, you lead them away, buddy. Yeah. Just walk slow. Dwarf, elf. Pointy ear princess, let's go. That is one thing from the movie I loved, is the pointy ear princess. Comment from Thorin's uncle. It's like, Dane's like, yo, pointy ear princess, and I'm like, yes, that is so cute. So you have suspicious snow and rocks. If you listen to the guy the first time, he says it's hidden by a rock near the water closest to the gate. Near the water means these, not those right there. Those are on the edge. So if you go to this one right here, so there's the 3 right around the edge. This one is where the key is. Okay? So it doesn't matter how many times you do it, it's always the same rock. It doesn't randomize it. Yo, pointy ear princess. Go ahead and open the gate. He'll come running. I'm gonna smoke my pipe because he takes a while to talk. So this is my little Smokey the Hobbit pipe. Get my reward. Click that. Travel now. Go up to him. You should be on 8. Let me double check that we did 7. That should have been it. Yep. Now on 8, don't turn him in. If you're gonna use the XP scroll, save it and pop the
Close
scroll.
the gates that lead further into
right as you
Goblin
go,
Town,
turning all
or you
these
will be
quests in.
overrun before you can rescue Bilbo.
All right, so I'm gonna get my pet on both of those, and then you close the gate. If you're not a War Master, you're not gonna be able to do it that quick like that. Unless you have a pet or something to hold the mob. Once he's attacking them, you can close the gate and it pushes them back inside. So we're gonna get him on that one. Get him on that one. Run over to the gate. Oh shoot, he's gonna interrupt me. Oh no, he didn't interrupt me. I dodged. Close the gate. He's all done. If you have a job ability with a good buff shield, pop the shield, close the gate. That's simple. We're gonna go ahead and get the tiger. I'm gonna give the command to attack. And now I just have to close the gate. Come over here and wait for this guy to come out. Remember, when you cross the casting circle, it's always in front of you, here. So I'm gonna back off, let him yap. I think we actually have to click him though. Yeah. I'm gonna come back, cast a circle. And I can step into it and do the big boom damage. I'm gonna find out this guy. Okay. I always wondered something. Nope, you can't go that way. Cause sometimes I'll hide little chests. Okay, here's your box. Don't forget your box. Click on him and travel now. So when you're doing these dailies or skirmishes, you teleport in and out of the menu or the character. You're not going to leave the location you're in like other quests, where you gotta literally travel around the world. Okay, so we should have completed. Oh, we didn't do 9? Yeah, because we gotta release Bilbo, then we gotta do Bilbo goes to find his treasure. So we got 2 more parts. Let's go rescue Bilbo. Old man Bilbo wanted to go back for
Find Bilbo and
his
free
stuff.
him.
Why isn't my guy coming over here with the rest? Where I can AoE him. Why? There he is. That's what I want to do. Round them up and get them together. Oh, still a guy there. Okay, here's a long-winded talk. He's gonna tease and, you know, be a goblin about it. Boss, I went here! These goblins are ugly. He's looking like a fishman. Look at him. That's a goblin. He's a goblin, but more orcish. No, it's an orc. Okay, here we go. You can see those goblins are more like the fish. There's different kinds of goblins. Slow abilities cause a healing effect, by the way. Oh no, that's slow. Or is it like... Now I forget. I think it's ice. Ice damage. So if they flank and hit on ice, that will happen. Use your staff. Your staff, when you're close, does a lot of damage, believe it or not. Okay, we'll have more coming from this way. He'll run away and be a baby about it. Or is this the part he comes to fight? Blah, 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 blah. Coward. Blah, 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 blah. What about you wearing a thong? Oh, throng. Quiet, rat. Oh, you're gonna hit me? That's mean. I'm gonna play my sword. Alright, Mr. Oldie Hobbit. Let's get you out of there. There's Bilbo. Get my chest. Get my travel. And then we're gonna finish up the quest with him, and then that's the point I would go into my inventory, pop that scroll, and go click, turn in, click, turn in. I'm gonna get 200, twice, more than double, 3 times the EXP as normal, so I'll get 3x on the EXP because I'm gonna get 200%. And that's a way to, that will easily pop this like boink, boink, boink level. And then when I go to turn the other ones, I'm going to do them first, it would probably get me another level or very close to leveling again. So probably to 51. Okay, so that's what this stream was about today. I'm actually now going to switch over to my Twitch live stream, which is also under Houstonheart, and stream a little bit on Twitch. You have a wonderful day, and I hope everyone has accomplishments in their life, and you always have food, shelter, and happiness. And if you struggle, don't be afraid to look for help to get you back on your feet. And enjoy the game. If you have questions about it, we're on the Paraquin RP server. And we have our kinship known as Friends in Arms. So you can ask for an invite to that. We are helpful. We help you in adventures. We do things together. We even have a band that Dom is putting together, so that will help as well. And have a wonderful day.